And so our first question today is at this point so far, what school construction projects have been completely finished?
We finished a lot of things. If you remember, we've been doing this for 18 months, and we started with the locker rooms last August. Those opened up, as well as the training room. And then and that was ready to go when school started. And then after, November-ish last year, so we had to live in a kind of a construction world. We opened up the 2 classrooms downstairs, so it's the PE classroom and Mr. Higgins' classroom. Those opened up, as well as all the team room spaces were open. And then we opened up the first half of the weight room. So if you recall, but we had some space in the weight room, and then they had to put the temporary wall back up in when was that? About May-ish. And so we finished all of that last winter, and then starting March we were able to continue on, or actually probably starting more May, we were able to start the third phase, which and I almost forgot one of the biggest things, we completed the Sebastian Center outside, so the new wrestling space was ready in November as well. And I almost forgot one more thing, they finished the turf. So last summer, 2 summers ago, we replaced the turf on the stadium. That takes us up to May of 2018. At that time, we really had to shut down the weight room again, make it a little bit smaller while they worked on the gym. So we were able to expand the gym out 30 feet. And that was really the bulk of the project for this year, was expanding the gym out 30 feet. So in order to do that, you had the gym was there and the roof, but then you take that wall out and something had to hold that structure up. So you notice the great big beam that's in the new space, and that's holding up really the old roof, and it ties into the new space. So the 30 feet was the big portion of the project, and what that 30 feet did is it added a hallway. So they built the hallway back into the alumni gym, which everybody has said, and I don't know if you guys feel it, but everybody has said that space feels bigger by enclosing the alumni gym there. And so that 30 feet, 10 feet is the hallway, and then the other 20 feet is actual additional space in the gym. And so you can see we went from our gym that had seats on one side to seats on both sides. We really went from about 785 seats in the bleachers to almost 1,100 seats. So a little over 1,100 seats. So we gained almost 350 seats in there, and it felt really comfortable during the assembly we had last week. The volleyball games were fantastic.
And are there any projects that haven't been started yet? If so, what are they?
We've got a couple things that still have to happen. So if you're out for track and field, you'll notice that the pole vault area hasn't been replaced yet. So one of the things that that need to be done is we're going to extend the jump pad further to the south, and so the pole vault's going to move down there. And really the final piece will be an entrance to the stadium, and so we'll have a couple of pillars and some gates and a little sign over the top. That might not happen until the spring. We'll wait and see what happens. We're getting late in the season, and so it's starting to thaw and freeze, and so we're running into some issues with that. So my hope is that that'll happen this winter, but realistically it probably might happen in the spring. So those are really the last couple of big pieces to this project that we're working on. And then what you'll notice is you'll see little changes constantly as far as signs and logos and some wayfinding, figuring out where to go. So we'll continue to decorate and put some of the things back up that we've had. So.
And then finally, what is the current estimate for when the school will be completely finished with the overall project?
The overall project, I would say it will be early spring by the time we finish everything. So the landscaping, some of the landscaping things will have to wait till spring, as well as the entrance project might end up getting pushed back to the spring. But I would say spring of 2019, we will be a construction-free zone, and we'll be able to live in all the spaces that we've got.